We're going to cover Ana Roque, which was a very prolific scientist and writer. Ana Roque was born in San Juan, Puerto Rico in 1835, and at 11 years old, she studied botany, biology, meteorology, astronomy, zoology, and geology. She was way ahead of her counterparts and way ahead of her time. She also was a prolific writer and suffragist, so she founded Flower of the Valley, which was a book of mixing botany, educational opportunities, and political rights for women in Puerto Rico. She married to Duprey. Duprey had slaves, but she didn't want slaves, so what she did was educate them to liberate them. A year later, slavery was abolished in Puerto Rico, and thanks to her education, these former slaves were able to get jobs. She also wrote several books, such as La Mujer, No Worker, and Light and Shadow. She also continued teaching in the Normal School of Puerto Rico and founded schools and university. Is the high school for girls, the University of Puerto Rico Mayagüez campus. Her most famous works are the Botánica Antiana, which is a notebook that compiles all of the Caribbean flora and fauna. She also became known of her suffragist movement, establishing the Suffragist Social League in 1921, which was a protest and suffrage movement where she said that the only way that women can advance is through education, because at the time and still today, we're put in the box of you're in charge of the house and children. And she said we're more than just that, and we can get out of violent situations and of poverty and that box that we're put in if we educate ourselves. She also founded other groups like the Association of Puerto Rico of Women Suffragists, and finally she received an honorary doctorate from the University of Puerto Rico, and she was also the first woman to join the Puerto Rican Athenaeum, which was a super elite institution devoted to Puerto Rican music and literature. She finally died in 1943.